I'm going to talk about elephants, and I'm going to talk about the elephants that are not in the room. Before I get into AI, I'm going to give you some sales lessons very quickly because it's important that everybody have an understanding of selling and why it's good. So I'm going to talk about the elephants that are not in the room. There's 7.5 of them. They're critical elements, strategic elements, imperative elements that are not in your room. And some may be partially in there. And so what I want you to do, instead of saying, oh, I know that, I want you to rate yourself from 1 to 10 on these 7.5 elements. That's fair enough, right? They are missing from your sales, your relationships, and then your wallet. The first one is attraction. Many people cold call, and I'm not in favor of cold calling. I'm in favor of attracting people. Keep in mind, I've given more than 2,500 speeches around the world and never made one sales call. I post and send value messages that attract new customers and keep existing ones. The second is referrals. Referrals are earned, not asked for. And they're actually a report card. Not only are they the lifeblood of your sales funnel and your sales prospecting process, but they tell you that you did everything right. When someone gives you a referral, it's because they trust you enough to go to one of their friends or one of their associates. That's the whole deal. And everyone's looking at their pipeline. Believe me, I'd rather have it full of referrals than cold calls. The fourth is social proof. When you're online and people are talking about you, that is the fodder that you need to be able to get to that next level. Someone's going to Google you. What are they going to find? Someone's saying great things about you online. And when people talk about you, they're going to say one of 5 things about you behind your back. Something great, something good, nothing, something bad, or something real bad. And you choose exactly what it is. And the fifth is podcast. And I'm challenging you, you listen to podcasts, but you don't have one. All you need is an iPhone and an internet connection, and you have all the gear that you need to do a podcast in today's world. And my recommendation to you is invite your best customers as your guests. You'll blow them away with value. And when you send them the episode, they're going to send it to everybody, thereby making your customer subscribers more viral. And the cost is nothing. Well, your time. The sixth is Google juice. What happens when someone Googles your name? What pops up? Because the answer for most people is not enough. When we're done with this today, Google my name. When I Google you, what pops up? Because it's everything you've ever done. And your customer's going to Google you way before you ever walk in their door. They're going to look you up on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything, especially YouTube, and you have to be there. That's Google juice. The seventh is reputation. What are you known as? What are you known for? And what do people say about you when you're not there? That's what's going to happen. And when you Google yourself, your reputation shows up as well. So are we cool on those 7 things? I'll give you 7.5 in a minute. But I want to recap what we said. Put in the chat what you think you need the most improvement on of these 7 things. Where do you need the most improvement? What do you wish you had that you don't have right now? More attraction, more referrals, more testimonials, more social proof, a podcast, better Google juice, and a better reputation. These have nothing to do with closing the sale, but they have everything to do with earning the customer. Oh, by the way, closing the sale. You don't close the sale, you earn the sale, and these are the things that help you earn it. Ready to go to the next level? Cool. Oh, let me interrupt myself. There is one elephant that is in the room, and it is the most dangerous wild elephant on the planet. It is distractions. Your phone dings more than it rings, and you notify yourself of everything, which is not good. I only notify myself of text. That's it. Distractions lead to procrastination, and distractions are also habits, maybe even addictions. Just ask yourself, what could you eliminate to buy back your time. I have a book called Get Shit Done, and it will tell you all about the distractions of life. I recommend that you not just get it, I recommend you read it and study it. The challenge is that no matter what you say, the distraction is taking away your time. They rob you of your time and they take away your concentration, which is a key element in your process. This is Alice in Wonderland. I wonder if any of you know when Alice in Wonderland was written. She was distracted by the rabbit. It was written in the 1850s, just by the way. And all of you have gone down rabbit holes, especially during COVID. And my favorite rabbit hole is Bugs Bunny, but that's a whole other story. The biggest risk, I saw this on Instagram the other day, and I want to share it with you, okay? The biggest risk to your future is not your competition. It's the distractions you insist on keeping in your life. Think about that. Rather than doing the things that you know you should be doing but aren't, people delay doing things that they don't like for longer than it takes to actually do them. So my advice is, do it now. There's 3 ways to use your time. 2 are bad. Waste time, spend time, also bad. Invest time. That's the best way. And what are you investing your time in? How do you invest your time? Put that in the chat. Because if you're watching Netflix and drinking a beer, you're pretty much wasting your time. And you should be investing that time in learning AI. So my 7.5 is artificial intelligence, of course. AI is the next thing. The elephant that is not in the room yet. It's been around for 30 years, but only the last 2 or 3 in your purview. And the question is not how do I use AI, because you don't really care about how to use it. You just want to monetize it. And I'm going to share with you right now how you can use AI, my platform AI, in order to be able to monetize your sales and your life. Because AI is no longer an option. I love this question. Jeffrey, will I be replaced by AI? No, you won't. But people who use AI will replace people who do not use AI. Let me make it more granular. Salespeople who use AI will replace salespeople who don't use AI. Can I be any more plain than that? I know. It's artificial intelligence, but my platform is actual intelligence, authentic intelligence, and accurate intelligence. That's what I'm trying to be able to provide to you so that you can have a more fruitful, more productive, and obviously more lucrative sales career. Here's the present reality. Way too much incorrect information about AI, and I'm not going to blame anybody or anything, but the noise creates confusion. And all kinds of claims are being made, but the reality is, I don't want to say no one, but not many people actually know. They're all coming by the seat of their pants. And if they're telling you they're a guru about how to use something, why don't you just ask them this? Where's their platform? Where's their AI platform? You don't need to learn AI. You just need to bank AI. And there's 2 sides of AI. One is open and one is proprietary. I'm going to ask to my buddy Richard Brasser to join for just a second, because he's the one who found me my platform. Are you there, Richard?
I'm here. Hey, Jeffrey.
Cool. Hey, can you explain the difference between open and proprietary?
So I think it's pretty simple, but I think that the easiest way to look at it is, where is your data going? Who has access to it? What is it being used for? And do you have control of it? And those things are really important when you're not trying to do something that's relatively low risk, or where you're not trying to monetize it, but having the ability to have private your information where only your data is being used for your own purposes and not being uploaded to OpenAI or ChatGPT or Gemini or one of those. It's a huge difference. And so happy to go into more detail, but I'll just answer a simple question.
Okay. About proprietary, if you want my information, I'm on a proprietary platform. You have to subscribe to get it. If you go to ChatGPT, they guarantee that it will not be correct. If you just look at their dialogue in in what they say about their program. You come to my AI, I guarantee you it's going to be correct. And I'll tell you the source of the information. And I'll tell you where you can go get more of it. That's the cool part. You need answers that are proprietary, not open. And you can only access it by subscription. I don't have a search engine. I have an answer engine. It's a sales answer engine, and it's the one that you need in order to be able to count on secure sales information to move forward. Look at ChatGPT's. This is their actual limitations section in their own website. ChatGPT sometimes writes plausible sounding but incorrect, nonsensical answers. Is that crazy? Fixing the issue is challenging as there's no source of truth. When you get me, you get absolute truth. This is what's in my platform. All my books, all my ebooks, 1,600 videos, 4,100 blog posts, everything I've ever done is in one place. So you can ask me anything. You don't need to read my books. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to study. You just need to say, hey, I'm in the middle of a sale. How do I close this? And I'll answer you. Oh, by the way, in any language. There's a sales assessment that comes with the platform. I have a series of questions that you can ask me. You can do it in any language. Of course, if you don't like it, you can have your money back. But just go to Gitomer.ai. It's so simple. It's not a search engine. It's a sales engine. It's not just a sales answer. I'm going to give you a sales education so you can begin to answer your own questions over time more fluently, more rapidly, and close more sales as a result of it. So I'm going to ask the rhetorical question. You want to see it, but here it comes, whether you like it or not. You ready? Let's go to Gitomer AI. Boom. And I did it before. I asked myself a question, how do I close a sale? But I'm going to ask it anything you want right now. So what is the best way to open a sales call? That's pretty simple, right? Make sure I spell everything right. And boom. And you'll best way to open up a sales call, it's going to think for about 5 seconds. And then what you're going to get is something that opening a sales call is crucial. I can actually generate the audio response. And the audio will come through in the same language that you asked the question. You ask it in Spanish, it'll record in Spanish. And it's my voice.
Opening a sales call is crucial. It sets the tone for the entire conversation. Here's how you can nail it. 1, be professional and friendly. Your professionalism and friendliness are the first things a prospect notices. Your opening line should immediately establish a positive impression. This sets the tone for the sale and determines how the prospect will listen to you. 2, use their name. People love to hear their name associated with praise.
Okay, so you got that part? Now, but I got a lot of stuff. So let's do more on making a sales call. And I can do this 10 times and it's going to keep giving you more. I don't just want to give you answers. I want to give you an education. And that education will help you literally for life, not just for a sales call. Got it? Let's talk about making, and this is the whole deal. This is everything you need to know about selling. And you can do it right on the spot. If you're sitting waiting in someone's waiting room, or you're waiting for your Zoom call, you can ask me these questions and I'll give it to you. You can ask me the question right in the middle of a sales presentation. Now, I also have in here, I told you I have a sales assessment. It's normally $99, but when you subscribe, you get it for free. It's 30 questions about sales skills, and it will give you a full report. And that report, you can start using my AI to get better at selling, like immediately. There's also the user questions, and I've put in 50 questions here about what you can ask me in order to be able to get the advice you need to be able to make the sale right now. Even what's the best way to deliver memorable service? How do I become a trusted advisor? Let's try that one. How do I become a trusted advisor? That's a pretty good question, right? Because everybody wants to become one. Boom, let's see what it says. And keep in mind, you can ask me 1,000 questions about your sales career or your sales life and all these things here, website source. There's all kinds of other things that will tell you exactly where to go and how to do it. Let's hear what the audio has to say. Come on, you can do it.
Becoming a trusted advisor in sales isn't just about selling a product. It's about focusing on the outcome after the purchase. You need to ensure that the outcome exceeds your customers' expectations, creating a lasting relationship. Start at the top. Engage with decision makers like the CEO. This approach makes it easier to work with people at all levels of the organization. Follow through is crucial. Don't just follow up. Make sure you close the sale, deliver the product, and create a positive outcome.
Okay, so you get the fact that this is pretty robust and you can ask it anything that you want any time of the day or night. Let me go back to the presentation. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen in sales. It is, when they showed me this prototype, it blew me away. And keep in mind, I'm New York raised, Philadelphia raised, New York raised, sold in New York City, cold call for years. This beats anything I've ever done because you have all my wealth of knowledge right at your fingertips. How much does it cost? Here's how much it costs. It's $600 a year. If you pay now, the second year's free. You can customize. If 200 people from your organization sign up, I will customize the program for you. Pretty easy. And all you got to do is go to Gitomer.ai. Now, we have some time, and Richard's here and I'm here, and we'll take your questions, or Gerhard will take your questions. If you need to know anything, just put in the chat, and I'm happy to do this for you with you. That was pretty good, actually. Didn't take too much time. You guys with me?
That was fast. That was great.
Listen,
So energetic, and it was wonderful. We have a lot of comments in the chat. And so one of the questions is, please ask, do people like to be sold?
No, people don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. That's the whole deal. And I own the trademark to that phrase. And the reason I own the trademark is because no one else had it. I applied for it 25 years ago and got it. And so the challenge obviously is, how do I create a buying atmosphere inside that meeting rather than trying to go through my pitch and go through my slides? I ask, I don't tell. That's the secret behind my selling process. And you'll see that in my AI, it's loaded with questions. I mean, literally loaded with questions.
Great. And thank you for that. There are some other questions here. Will the slides be available of your presentation? Someone says they have your books. They subscribe to your Sales Caffeine blog. Huge fans.
Send me your television and I'll send you my slides. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. But let me take it further. You don't need the slides. If you want a private meeting with me, just ask me. I'll get you a private meeting. I'll talk to your boss, or I'll talk to your people, whatever you need. You know, we'll create a demo for you that'll blow you away, and that will include my slides. But I go where my slides go.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fair enough, right?
Absolutely. And let's see, being an early adopter, I regularly use it, and it's helped me tremendously. Oh, wow. These are nice. A lot of really kind comments here. A lot of big fans of yours. Let's see. There's so many. There's a solid platform, they're saying. And
listen, the platform is robust. It can take 1 million people at one time. It's on the proprietary side, and their main, Richard, just correct me if I'm wrong, but the main customers of our platform are the government agencies with 3 initials and Fortune 500 companies that don't want their stuff dumped into ChatGPT to lose their copyright or their trademark or their identity. literally.
Yes. Yeah. That's huge. Another person says, are we only drawing insights from Jeffrey with these questions, or does it source other sales leaders out there, other resources?
I've interviewed 30 major gurus from the past, from the present, and all of that information is in there as well, including Gerhard.
You should actually think about, I mean, this is a totally different and new and innovative way to engage in learning, right? And so if you think about it, my 89-year-old father really wanted to understand this. And I said, you have to think about it not like technology. You have to think about it like Jeffrey was sitting next to you. Could you ask Jeffrey if he was sitting next to you what he thought of XYZ other sales consultant? Of course. Would he have an answer? Absolutely. So anything that Jeffrey would have an answer for, this will have an answer for, including all the stuff that Jeffrey has forgotten. So there's a whole ton of stuff that we did while we were testing it. And Jeffrey go, oh man, that's a really cool answer. I totally forgot about that. And I can tell you that Gerhard tried to stump the host and ask some very complicated, very incredible questions, like what were the 3 main topics in the Selling Power interview from however many years ago, and it knew that. And so just think of it as having Jeffrey sitting right next to you. It's amazing.
Yeah, I want to chime in because I was very impressed with the tool, and we had all your technology guys behind it, and I wanted to put myself in a position of a sales manager that needs to create a session for salespeople to help them overcome customer objections. So I came up with that long prompt. I need a 1-hour session. I need to have, I think it was price objections installed, and I have to think about it. And I want to, have a lesson plan for 1 hour. And what is the material that you can get me from Gitomer's Collective Intelligence to lay this out so I can cover 1 hour of training without doing anything else. And it created it.
How long did it take? Wait a minute. How long did it take to create it?
10 seconds.
Right, exactly. We're in beta right now. It's slow. Wait till we make it fast.
Right.
Wow. This is incredible.
See, the thing that I came up with, the realization, the thought that I had is, it is actually more difficult to frame the right question than to come up with the right answer.
Yeah, exactly. And keep in mind, I'm the only person in AI right now that will guarantee correct answers. I'll guarantee
in 40 languages.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. And then another question came in. Is this
hold on? If you only speak Swahili, you are in luck.
Love your t-shirt, says Susan Kramer. Jeffrey.
We're asking, is this a proprietary coaching program as an add-on?
Well, right now I'm doing a proprietary coaching program, but you can ask me, as a customer of my coaching, I get $5,000 an hour to coach somebody privately. Just for $600, subscribe to the AI thing, and I promise you, I'll give you better answers, because I've forgotten stuff that my AI will remember immediately.
I was going to say that. I was going to say, it must be so fast and so smart, and it's not going to get tired. It's going to always know what you said.
And to go back to my theme, it's an elephant. It doesn't forget.
Yeah.
So that was the elephant that's not in the room?
Yeah, exactly. If the elephant's in the room, bring a shovel, because you never know. You know what I mean?
We have some more questions on here.
Go for it, Stephanie.
Let's see. How do you convince management that doesn't want to go down the AI trail?
I would change jobs, but that's just me, because you're going to be at a deficit if you can't use AI, look at how I've just proposed it. You're sitting in a sales call. You're on your own. It's you and whoever's in the meeting. Sometimes it's one-on-one. Sometimes it's one on a group. Why would you not take me with you? Why would you not have me in your pocket on your phone? It's ridiculous not to have that for pennies.
How many people are already using it in beta now?
A couple hundred. We will have by the end of the month of October, we'll have 1,000 people, and hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have 2,500 people. And then there's going to be a second version of my language. We're going to go with Jersey Jeffrey, so you'll be able to go either way to have a more of a ribald answer. And it will be so viral. It will be so viral. People won't know what to do with it. But imagine you're on the New Jersey Turnpike going from Philly to New York.
It's so funny because someone in the chat said to ask about Jersey Jeffrey, and then I didn't know if this was going to be some like Jersey Shore story or something related.
No, it's not. I'm just gonna be more ribald in my answers.
I see.
So if you want PC, I'll gladly give you PC. But if you want it to be more fun, if you want to have a better time on your way to your next sales call, talk to me in the car. I'll answer you I'll answer you anywhere you are. It's amazing what this is going to do, Stephanie. I am as excited about this as anything I've ever done in my career.
Now, do you have any programs? I've seen some educators from sales organizations or sales institutions. Some of my colleagues are here from different schools and they have sales students. Do you have any programs for people that are in college?
Yes, of course. But let me explain something. Beginning sales and advanced sales, there's very little differentiation. People want, well, I need more advanced because I've been doing this for 20 years. You know, I'm fine with that. I specialize in talking to salespeople that already know everything. But the bottom line is a young student coming out of college, they want to know exactly the same stuff. They want to get ramped up instantly. And I can help them with that as well. And we're going to probably create a licensing program for universities like Ohio University or Baylor, University of South Florida, that already have courses, and I can enhance it.
Can I jump in with a rap song about Gitomer? Yo, step into the game. It's a sales revolution. Gitomer's wisdom, that's the solution. People don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. Build relationships strong. It stopped here. Sales is not just numbers. It's a way of life. Motivation in my soul. Cut through the strive. From the little red book, man, I'm taking my shot with Gitomer's teaching. I give it all I've got. Attitude is everything. That's the first key. Positive vibes only. Let them flow free. Knowledge is power, so I stay on my grind. Learning every day. Keep that hustle aligned. Sales isn't just numbers. That's the chorus again. And follow up, follow through. That's how I play. In the game of life, I'm here to slay. Value over price. That's the golden rule. With passion and purpose, I'm nobody's fool. People buy from people. Remember the phrase. So I'm building connections. Let them blaze. Sales is a journey, not just a deal. With Gitomer's insights, I'm ready to feel. Sales ain't just about numbers. It's a way of life. With Gitomer's teaching, I'll give it all I've got. So here's the hustle, the grind, and the flow with Jeffrey Gitomer. I'm ready to grow. In the world of sales, I'm making my mark. With motivation and passion, I'm igniting the spark.
Whoa. If I had Angus Young playing lead guitar, we could be number one.
Yeah, this is ChatGPT 4.0.
Yeah.
4.5.
That's classic. Angus Young is almost 80 from AC/DC. Let me throw something at you that you may not understand, but this will relate to sales incredibly. In 1978, AC/DC was broke. They were an average rock band. they used creativity and added one thing to their rock band, and overnight they all became millionaires. Put in the chat if you know what it is. What did they add to their band that nobody else had and ignited their stardom literally overnight? Stephanie, are you looking?
We have someone that says makeup.
Nope.
Come
Okay.
on,
So
everyone.
here's the song is, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Look for the live version where Bon Scott is still alive and singing Rolling Down the Street. They added bagpipes. And that made them an instant, oh my gosh, they added, and it became the talk of the music world. And it catapulted them to #1 immediately.
That's
So there you
awesome.
go. And that's the rest of the story.
We are out of time. I could
No!
go on forever. This is so much fun.
I know, me too.
This is a very it's a great ending to a 2-day AI sales summit by being very practical, by going back to basics, and have Gitomer AI help you become the best version of you.
Happy to do it.